Good evening and welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to Long Range Weather Forecast discussion for December 22nd through January 4th. After an intense storm exits the Great Lakes, the pattern quiets down from coast to coast, with continental air dominating much of the nation for December 22nd to 26th. A return flow may lead to light precipitation across the western Gulf states late in the period as energy crosses the region. Now, we're supposed to have a series of clippers, and let me see if I can show you that. Okay, this is the European ensembles. We're supposed to have a series of clippers. We'll go faster than the time. This is centered on the 28th. And here's like a little bit of energy crossing as the flow becomes a little more zonal here across the Great Lakes and the Mid-Atlantic. Southwest will remain dry. There are expected to be two separate streams in this period, with phasing occurring along the East Coast. Late next week, the flow is expected to become more zonal, as I just said, across the Mid-Atlantic. This results in an active period with a series of clippers tracking through the northern stream as it goes across in this fashion here. And this will bring probably meeting up with the southern stream and exiting the southern plains. Expect there not to be much moisture to work with, but the colder air mass locked in place across the Midwest and Northeast and north of a confluent flow. These clippers will likely generate some wintry precipitation. Okay, we're going to look at the period from December 25th to the 29th. And the ensembles forecast a trough over the Bering Sea, an amplified ridge forecast over the west coast of Canada and the northwest. So I'm going to go to one of the ensembles here. Okay, this is the GFS ensembles. And here we have our ridge here. We have a trough. Now, the GFS ensembles break down the southeast ridge as we go down in time. So we're going to go forward. This is the 23rd. Oh, wait. I missed one. This is GFS. Wait. Okay, GFS ensembles. And you see how the ridge starts to weaken and retreats to the east and tries to bring in some cooler air. We still have our ridge across this area here. The European lowers heights across the nation, but has a tough time breaking down the southeast ridge. So we're going to look at the European operational model. These are the deterministics, and we're going to go time. Now you see how we have this colder air moving into lower heights, and here's our ridge here off the southeast coast. And we go to the 23rd, and then it does bring us some colder air, lower heights, and then look what happens later on. The ridge starts to build back in, and the cold air in the lower heights retreats. Okay? So during this forecast period, forecasting above normal temperatures here and across this region, below normal temperatures for this area for precipitation, forecasting below normal precipitation from portions of the Mississippi Valley to the Pacific Coast. Okay, so now I'm going to look at the period for December 30th to December 4th, and the models depict little change in the circulation features. However, there are a few differences are noted. The eastern trough is expected to become more amplified and broaden, and and broaden. Okay, so become more amplified. So now we're going to look at this part of the forecast. Oh, my email there. And now we're going to, just jumping around a little bit. So this is the European ensembles. And you can see we have below normal heights in the west with a deep trough, and above normal heights in the east, what keeps it all the way through the forecast period. Still have a ridge now building into the west. You can see in the one on the west coast right here. And let me see what else do we have here. The GFS. Breaks down and allows the cooler air, also has the ridge building back. Cooler air does lower heights, and cooler air do try to work into the east, but then it has a ridge building back in here. So I think I'm going to go with this forecast here. I'm calling for the broadening of the trough, so we're expecting below normal temperatures across this region, above normal temperatures here, and for Florida. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here, and the trough here in the east will cause above normal precipitation for this region. So that is a long-range weather forecast discussion for December 22nd through January 4th. Thanks for coming, Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.